Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we are doing more Albert Einstein's ideas and opinions. We start the section today of about freedom. So yeah, this particular piece is called "On Academic Freedom." Apropos of the Gumbel case, 1931, E.J. Gumbel, professor at the University of Heidelberg, Germany, had courageously exposed political assassinations by German Nazis and other members of the extreme right. In consequence, he was violently attacked, particularly by right-wing students. It was published in Mind the Weltbild. Numerous are the academic chairs, but rare are wise and noble teachers. Numerous and large are the lecture halls, but far from numerous are young people who genuinely thirst for truth and justice. Numerous are the wares that nature produces by the dozen, but her choice products are few. We all know that, so why complain? Was it not always thus, and will it not always thus remain? Certainly, and one must take what nature gives as one finds it. But there is also such a thing as a spirit of the times, an attitude of mind characteristic of a particular generation, which is passed on from individual to individual and gives its distinctive mark to a society. Each of us has to do his little bit toward transforming this spirit of the times. Compare the spirit which animated the youth in our universities 100 years ago with that prevailing today. They had faith in the amelioration of human society, respect for every honest opinion, the tolerance for which our great minds had lived and fought. In those days, men strove for a larger political unity, which at that time was called Germany. It was the students and the teachers at the universities in whom these ideas were alive. Today, also, there is an urge toward social progress, toward tolerance and freedom of thought, toward a larger political unity, which we today call Europe. But the students at our universities have ceased as completely as their teachers to embody the hopes and ideas of the people. Anyone who looks at our times soberly and dispassionately must admit this. We are assembled today to take stock of ourselves. This external reason for this meeting is the Gumbel case. This apostle of justice has written about unexpiated political crimes with devoted industry, high courage, and exemplary fairness, and has done the community a signal service by his books. And this is the man whom the students and a good many of the faculty of this university are today doing their best to expel. Political passion cannot be allowed to go to such lengths. I'm convinced that every man who reads Mr. Gumbel's books with an open mind will get the same impression from them as I have. Men like him are needed if we are ever to build up a healthy political society. Let every man judge by himself, by what he has himself read, not by what others tell him. If that happens, this Gumbel case, after an unedifying beginning, may still do good. It's the only one I'm going to read. But essentially, he's talking about how calling out the evils of Germany under the Nazi regime was a good thing, even though the political group that led the Nazis didn't care for it. The Gumbel case itself was in 1931, but this piece was published in 1934. So, it's still in the early days of Nazi rule. You have to remember the Nazis ruled Germany for about 15 years. They were just coming into power when the Gumbel case happened, when someone spoke out. And it reminds you a lot of today. The Germans, the Nazis, were far right-wing because there was a lot of promise of a return to normalcy. Everybody would have financial security. Everybody would have jobs. Blame it on the immigrants, in this case, Jews. And because someone spoke out, he was attacked. Kind of the way Julian Assange is attacked. But, yeah, you can see how history repeats. But that'll be it for now. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you have something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next episode, but until then, later.